My name is Joel Aaron, and I am the Grassroots Coordinator for Americans for Prosperity, Georgia, and it is our honor to have you here this evening for a Patriots Christmas. And if you've been following the Tea Party documentary film as it has been unveiled around the country with the news items here lately, you may have learned that this film has raised the ire of the left in this country. And I think you're going to find out tonight why that is the case.
You know, you think about where we are and what's happened. And what do you want to do? Cry? Pull your hair out? Get mad? Fight? That's why it's important for you to be here tonight. It's why it's important for you to engage. Because, frankly, the numbers don't add up in Washington, right? 2 + 2 is no longer equaling 4. That doesn't give you many warm fuzzies, does it? So the challenge is, the good news is, the American people still own the country. That's the good news. And the great news is that every 2 years our founders saw fit to give us an opportunity, the people an opportunity, to right the ship. And so that's what you all have been doing. And I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. Because I believe what will happen in November 2010 is a righting of the ship and moving in the correct direction.
My last day on the radio, I said this to the audience. There are 2 things that I think in the next 18 months will not only be under attack, but quite frankly, may be obsolete. We won't be hearing a lot of things out of it. And the first is that the question itself will become politically incorrect before it's all over. And the day we are unable to continue asking questions, relevant questions, deep questions about everything that we see in front of us as news items is the day that we begin to lose our freedoms. The other thing that is under attack is the Constitution itself. And there may come a day when that itself will be deemed politically incorrect. And we are marching, I feel like, in that direction in some respects. But it is really, really a fascinating time to be living in America and defending the constitutional freedoms that we hold dear.
I stand before you as a proud conservative. I stand before you with a copy, as I always do, of the United States Constitution in my pocket, because that's what this nation was founded on. And may we never forget the penned words that were penned in here by our forefathers many, many years ago, that this is a government of the people, by the people, for the people. Not a government of the government, by the government, for the government. April 15th, 2009, this year, there was a movement that started in this nation, all across this nation. And I'm very honored to have been a part of that movement here at the Georgia State Capitol on the first Tea Party celebration we had in this state and across this nation. Many talked about the Tea Party movement, saying it was a bunch of angry ideologues and Republicans. No. We're just concerned, average American citizens. We're concerned about the eroding of our constitutional liberties and freedoms that are guaranteed to us under this great document called the Constitution of the United States.
I'm going to hand the microphone over to the executive producer of the film, Luke Livingston.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. For Patriots Christmas. This is for benefits a great cause, and we're very thankful to Americans for Prosperity for all the help they lend to grassroots efforts across the nation to lift up liberty and hopefully reduce the size of government.
Hi, I just want to say that working with these gentlemen up here has been one of the highlights of my life. Just because I was able to combine the political viewpoints with film, and you don't see too many conservative films out there. You don't work with too many conservative filmmakers, period. So I just want to say thank you for a wonderful experience.
And thank you to everyone for coming out tonight. I want to say thanks as well for the group that I was able to work with. And it truly was a grassroots effort to make this film. And as we said, we had a very small team working on this and had a very short amount of time to put together a lot of elements for this film. from a film production standpoint, to do a documentary in the time period that we had was quite a monumental task to do it. But we were able to get it done through lots of sleepless nights and long nights. We put our businesses on hold and our lives on hold. I'd have to thank my wife Lizette, who's here tonight, for lending me to the Tea Party film this year, especially the past couple of months. We do hope that you enjoy the movie. Thank you for being here again. Thank you to Americans for Prosperity and those that have put this program on tonight. Thank you for being here, and we hope you enjoyed the show.
Every time I see that scene with Jack, it makes me just tear up. It does, I know it does for you too. Just a personal moment here. I've got so many folks in this audience that represent to me. I want you to know that I've said this at tea parties before, we as Americans have spent way too much of our time sitting in audiences and staring at a stage, abdicating our responsibility, which our founders gave us, to be we the people, to uphold liberties, to uphold liberty. And I don't know if you know it or not, but around you tonight, there are some heroes. There are some living heroes. You are probably one of them. If you are in this room, you are one of them. But there are some living heroes in this room tonight who have taught me so much, continue to model what it means to uphold liberty.